Welcome back to True Lines, the podcast that explores the wit and wisdom of the great American author, Mark Twain. We've reached episode 9, and we have 10 more insightful quotes from Twain to discuss. Let's dive right in. If voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it. Twain expresses skepticism about the efficacy of voting in a political system that might be inherently flawed. While the quote is somewhat cynical, it encourages us to question the effectiveness of our political institutions and consider the possibility of alternative methods for making meaningful change. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Twain observes the allure of the forbidden and how it can sometimes make things even more attractive. This quote urges us to be aware of our desires and the potential consequences of pursuing things that might be off-limits. Eat a live frog first thing in the morning and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. Twain uses a humorous metaphor to suggest that tackling our most challenging tasks early in the day can make the rest of the day feel easier in comparison. This quote encourages us to face our challenges head-on and not put off difficult tasks. Of all God's creatures, there is only one that cannot be made slave of the leash. That one is the cat. If man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve the man, but it would deteriorate the cat. Twain admires the independence and self-sufficiency of cats, contrasting them with humans' often more subservient nature. This quote prompts us to consider the value of independence and the qualities we can learn from our feline friends. Reality can be beaten with enough imagination. Twain champions the power of imagination to overcome the limitations of reality. This quote inspires us to use our creativity to find solutions to problems and to envision a better future. Repeated quote, reality can be beaten with enough imagination. There are many humorous things in the world, among them, the white man's notion that he is less savage than the other savages. Twain points out the irony in the belief that some cultures are inherently more civilized than others. This quote challenges us to recognize our own cultural biases and consider the possibility that we are not as superior as we might think. Education consists mainly of what we have unlearned. In this quote, Twain suggests that education is not just about accumulating knowledge, but also about unlearning false or outdated beliefs. This perspective encourages us to constantly reevaluate our understanding of the world and remain open to new ideas. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Twain observes the difficulty of changing someone's mind once they have been deceived. This quote highlights the importance of critical thinking and being open to reevaluating our beliefs when presented with new information. Alright, then, I'll go to hell. This defiant statement from Twain's novel, The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, demonstrates the protagonist's willingness to face the consequences of his actions, even if they go against societal norms. This quote serves as a reminder to stand up for our beliefs, even when faced with opposition or potential repercussions. That concludes episode 9 of True Lines. We hope you enjoyed these thought-provoking quotes from Mark Twain. Join us next time as we continue to explore the works and wisdom of this great American author.